Hey everyone, time for another practice problem. So imagine you're rushing to a grocery store and instead of texting yourself a messy list like bread, milk, and eggs, you want Python program to format that list for you. But the catch here is that the function that you write to format the list, let's call it format underscore list, that should work whether the user gives no items. It should also work whether the user gives one item, two item, or even 10 items. So this is the output that we're looking for. So let's say if the user doesn't provide any items to shop, the output should look something like this. Your shopping list is empty. In case of one item, it should say you need to buy bread. In case of two items, the items should be separated by and here. And in case of three or more items, except for the last item, all the items should be separated by comma, and then you should have an N and then your last item. So I hope you have understood the problem statement. Take a minute, pause the video, give it a shot, and see if you could solve it. And once you're ready, we'll solve it together step by step. Okay, so I hope you were able to solve it. But if not, let's try to solve it together. So we have to create this function format underscore list. So just go ahead and create a function. How do we create a function? Using def keyword. So we'll say def format underscore list. And this function will take how many arguments? It can take any number of arguments. That means we have to use arbitrary arguments here. So asterisk, let's call it list, or yeah, list is fine. Colon, or let's give it some other name because list is a reserved word. Let's just call it items. Now, what we can do here is we need to check first for this condition. So there are different conditions and the print would differ based on the number of items in the list. If not items, which means the items variable is empty, the tuple is empty, we want to go ahead and print shopping, your shopping list is empty. If you don't want to print it, but rather return this, you can do that as well. So let's just do this. Let's return this value using return statement. Perfect. Let's try running this much first. Let's not pass any arguments here so that our list is empty. This condition is true and this gets printed. Your shopping list is empty. Now let's check for the second condition. If len of items, if the number of items or elements in this items variable is equal to 1, what we want to return? We want to return a formatted string, and let's just copy paste this from here. We don't want to hard code bread here, so let's use this. And items, it's a tuple. Items is a tuple data type, so we want to access the first item. There's only one item in here. We can use indexing. And this would be elif. Second condition I've checked. Let's check the third condition. The len of items is equal to 2. Then what we want to return? Again, copy paste. And here, instead of bread, we can say items at index 0 and item at index 1. And let's say items doesn't have 0 length or 1 length or 2 length, then it has to be greater than 2. So else, all other situation, this is the output that we are looking for. So return if and this right here. Now, how do I achieve this? Because there can be 5 items here. There can be 4 items as well here. So I don't know how many items will be before and. So I cannot use indexing like I have used here. But what I can do is I can basically go ahead and take all the items except for the last item and convert it to a string separated by comma. We have a join function for this, if you remember. So let's say if I have a tuple, tup1, which has all these items. So I can do something like this, comma, dot join, and then it will take the tuple or list as an input. This is what it is giving me. And if I want a space also after comma, I can just add that here. And all these items are separated by comma. And this is nothing but a string in the output that we are getting. So this is what we want to achieve here. So I'll probably copy paste it here. But this is not tuple, but items. But we are not taking all the items. So last one we have to ignore. And the last item, you can simply say items -1. And this expression, we want it to be evaluated inside of this F string. So this also has to be enclosed in curly brackets. So this would be then evaluated and this would evaluate to this here. Let's run it. Let's check it for empty list. Now let's go ahead and check it for one item in the list. Let's add bread. You need to buy bread. Perfect. And now let's check for bread and butter. So one more item. Now this is also working. Let's check for bread, butter, and jam. So perfect. Let's add one more item. Not bad. You need to buy bread, butter, and jam and cheese. So here you have it, your shopping list formatter.